Riding a motorcycle is always the most fun with Łukasz. I felt both scared and excited. The idea is not to use the brakes and to take corners at high speed. Good morning. We're gonna learn what flat track is. Without flat track, because we don't have flat track in Poland. That's right, but we have ice and we have Łukasz. His name is all you need to know. That's me. Łukasz is gonna tell me how to do flat track. The idea is not to use the brakes and to take corners at high speed.
And to get out of them as quickly as possible.
All the time, going in circles. That's exactly how you should do flat track. The trick is not to fall over and just do it. Flat track. In flat track, the main thing is not to be afraid. That's why Łukasz is good at flat track. You can't be afraid of being close to another man. That's right. Or a woman, because women show up too.
Some of them are even faster than men.
Exactly. So you can't be afraid of being close to another person in their machine. And you can't be afraid to slam the motorcycle down from second or third gear, just forcefully shifting down. You only use the clutch here at the beginning. You do it like this, flick. It swings out and you turn the handlebars inward.
Any speed reduction is also done by counter-steering the front wheel. Today we have this made more difficult.
Actually, I think it's with reverse counter steering.
Yeah, with reverse counter-steering basically to the inside, tightening the turn. We do it sideways, so that way we brake the motorcycle.
Łukasz told me about this yesterday and I didn't believe it was possible, but it is. You go, lean the bike and turn the handlebars inward and you get a grip at the front. And that grip at the front causes you to lose speed. And when the front grips and you give it a bit of gas, the bike immediately turns and...
It turns, straightens itself out and takes off. Today is not easy, because I think it's pretty slick out.
Because there's a thought.
But we'll keep trying.
So let's give it a try. You know what I started doing? Sitting up front and bracing my foot against the foot peg, you know, like this. So the foot peg is like this, and your foot is like that?
Front or rear?
I have just one foot peg.
The outside one or the third one?
The outside one, yeah. Well, no. Yes, like this. Oh, that's right. Before, I honestly didn't know that I absolutely had to keep my leg positioned exactly like that. It's quite a specific and rather precise requirement, isn't it? I mean, maybe I knew, but I didn't remember.
You're showing some kind of...
Now it's better because I'm not getting pulled off the bike. But they always get twisted a bit more.
Because I'm curious about the front. Flex says, damn.
If I went through it leaned over like on a regular track, I wouldn't go any slower.
See, and for me today it's really dripping at the front. Angel V1s, let go of your fears.
perhaps your current one is simply too old. What I truly appreciate the most and what I find to be incredibly appealing is that you generally only need a significant amount of determination. This is because the more aggressively and dynamically you lean it over into the turn, the more responsive and exhilarating the experience becomes.
Something always goes wrong, and here you just have to constantly hit the mark, the same exit every time.
If you don't ride perfectly, you're screwed.
Then your time is worse.
Yeah. And everyone passes you.
Think about it when we started, for example, 12 kilometers on both doors, right? So where you been going?
It's the worst and the best at the same time, right?
You come to a complete stop because we are quite a considerable distance away from our intended destination.
I know. Because the optimal line is 1.5 meters wide.
Well, you know, it's like 8. Yeah, my advice, because they're like shells, like Italians, they look like that in 5. Well, better. They look everywhere, at everything. Every day the same, right? Walking, crutches, someone around.
Nice. How many times does it have to go around the platform? 5?
Depends on the moment of the race. Starting with qualifications, yes. The final is 15 to 20. Even. Qualifications are 8, 6, 8. Depends on the series.
So how many laps are we going to do now?
Today? Now? We should make a good start of 10. Such a race?
Now already. We can call it a draw. Although it was scary and fun. I like it.
I like it too.
I had no idea how to overtake you.
Same as when I was overtaking you. You really have to push yourself with considerable effort to truly straighten out your form and posture, and then precisely cut in with careful execution. Come on now, you must do it from the very last gear. That's precisely how you achieve a truly beautiful and elegant entry into the turn.
From 5th?
Yeah, from 5th, 3 gears down, and no brakes, right from here?
Not like that, without brakes basically, just straight in. I like it. Why are the dumbest things always the most fun? I have to say, flat track is really cool. Damn, we need to do something about it. I know there will be flat track pit bikes, now we just need tracks, but I recommend Andrzej, Drog Simulski and Łukasz. Which Łukasz, or the bad guy, whichever you prefer. Hey, the track motorcycle, a bit modified for riding on ice, but let me tell you, it's a Husqvarna FC 450. First of all, the suspension has been changed, both the front and the rear are lowered quite a lot. This bike actually looks like a QDFB or a Johnny with a really cranked down saddle. I don't remember exactly how much, but it's at least 5 centimeters, maybe even more. The suspension is also very stiff overall. There's no soft play at all. Wheels? They're typical flat track wheels, not just because it says flat on them, but because they have an offset. The offset has been changed, it's 1.5 centimeters. This pushes the wheels forward, so the motorcycle is in fact longer. This makes it easier to control. At the same time, you get a steering angle practically like a speedway bike. Well, not quite as much, but it's already very close. Just look, you can see it yourself. All the steering stops are bent. You know how many times they've been brutally hit here. The frame, as Lucas Motor says, is all battered anyway. Because in this sport, there's constant contact. As you can see, even the engine took a hit. Look at that. Oh, you can't really see it clearly now, but it's all quite badly banged up on every single side. Here's another funny thing to note. The foot peg itself is completely covered with a thick layer of rubber. Yes, Cassia, you can twist it around. The foot peg is covered with rubber because here you rest your metal boot on it. Right now we're wearing regular shoes, but in flat track you need. The boot has a metal skid, kind of like a bobsled blade, so the boot can slide and act as a brake. It's dropped all the way down, and that's about it for the simple stuff. Of course, the handlebars, some levers that don't brake, and regular wheels. This motorcycle runs in two setups. Either with 17s, where you have wet type tires on the back mounted in the reverse direction, or with 290s. That's the deal. I don't want to lie to you, but I think it's about 130 centimeters wide in the front, 140 centimeters in the back. But I suspect that's for the rider, that's the base. Because from what I know, the flat track setup is a whole different story. It's like magic. What's wonderful about flat track is that you have to be absurdly precise. It's like speedway. It seems simple, but at the same time it's the hardest thing in the world, because here there's no room for error. A small mistake and you immediately lose time. Everything has to be perfected down to the smallest detail. And that goes for both the motorcycle and our riding. You can keep learning this forever. I like it. I'm gonna keep doing it. Monica just doesn't know about it yet. But I'm sure she'll be happy because she'll want to do it too later on. Greetings.